gallery mode where you can see a little picture of everyone, or if you put it on active speaker mode, you'll see just me. And then let's go to a seat. So easing into our practice this evening, go ahead and take a block or maybe a blanket, bring it up underneath the hips here. You know what, I just realized I forgot my water. So you guys settle in. I'll give you a moment. I'll be right back. And just start by making yourself comfortable. So elevating the seat as needed. Shrug your shoulders, bring them up by your ears, and just draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Bring your hands to your thighs. Allowing the eyes to close, relax your jaw, and soften the face a bit. And take a couple of breaths here, just starting to arrive. So allowing yourself to start to let go of to-do lists. Starting to let go of thoughts about your day. And thoughts about yesterday or tomorrow. And just focusing in on this present moment. And starting to notice your breath. So maybe first just observing that natural rise and fall of your chest. And then see if you can start to expand the breath here. On the inhale, expanding the lungs and the belly. And on your exhale, slowly just allowing for the chest and the belly to deplete. And then from here, we'll join our palms and bring your thumbs together right at heart center, and just taking a moment to allow an intention to rise. And then we'll seal that intention with the sound of 3 Oms. So inhaling. Take a breath here. And just exhale your breath. We'll blink open the eyes, releasing the hands here, and just coming on to hands and knees. So go ahead and line up here. So hips and knees are in line. See if you can stack your shoulders so they're right over top of your wrist. See if you can spread through the fingers here, and then pressing down all through the finger pads and the knuckle pads. And as you inhale, just dropping your belly. Allow the heart to lift. And then as you exhale, curl your tail under, rounding all the way into cat. So as you inhale, from here the belly will drop, from there the heart will lift. As you exhale, pressing into the hands like you're pressing the floorways around them. And then just moving on your own breath here. On your own timing, starting to just warm up the spine. And from here, starting to connect your breath with the movement. And then the next time that you round all the way up, go ahead and press into the hands. And from here, separate the knees a little wider apart, bring your big toes together, and then sink your hips back toward the heels. Inch the fingertips out long in front of you. And then as you let the forehead relax into the mat, go ahead and take the hands out a little further if you're able. And as you press into the hands, hover the elbows away from the floor. And then we'll walk this out to the right and just lay over this right thigh. And as you're pressing your hands, reach your hips over to the left and then see if you can direct your breath into that full left side. One more breath in, nice and easy. Make your way through the center and making your way over toward the left. This time, reach the hips over to the right and just breathe into that whole right side. Take another breath here. Exhale, and then walk the hands out and keep the hands out far in front of you. And we'll inhale, shift forward onto hands and knees. Shifting your shoulders a little forward, the rest this time, exhale to rock back. And then just moving your way through sort of an extended cat-cow. So lengthening the belly as you shift forward. And then as you exhale, tailbone draws you back. So rounding through the spine, reaching those hips back toward the heels. And then the next time you shift forward, I'm going to take the circle all the way around to the right, circling clockwise a couple of times. Keep actively pressing into the hands here, opening up through the hips and shoulders. And then the next time you shift forward, let's reverse that circle and come over toward the left. And all the way out and around, actively pressing into the hands. And then the next time that you shift forward from here, rise up onto all fours, slide the hands back just a bit, and then reach the right leg straight back behind you. So lifting the leg so it's in line with the hip here, but drop the hip. Take a breath in. This time as you exhale, curling the tail under around through the spine, and then re-extend. Curl the tail under, pull the belly up and in. Do that 2 more times, just moving on the breath. Curl the tail under here, we'll round the spine. The next time you re-extend through that leg, go ahead and release the foot toward the floor, dropping the heel. Take that right arm toward the ceiling and making a fist, take a little circle of the wrists. Circling one way and then the other. And we'll take a breath in here, sweep that arm around toward the front wall. Really actively engage the back leg. Take a breath in and taking the hand down to the floor. Slide your hands forward just a bit, extend through that leg. And draw the elbows in and then bring the chin toward the mat and pressing up. So elbows hugging in and pressing up. One more like that. This next time, I'm going to slide the hands back just a bit. Set your shoulder blades onto your back. Take your left foot back to meet your right. Reach back through both heels. And then as you reach back through the heels, simultaneously lengthen the crown of the head toward that opposite wall. Take a breath. And on an exhale, just go ahead and draw your thighs back. And make your way to downward facing dog. We'll pedal in place. So just bending a knee and straightening a knee here. Just starting to wake up through the backs of the legs. Lengthening the heels toward the mat, lifting up through your sitting bones here. Actively press into the hands, just moving toward the thighs. Lift your heels high. And then from here, lengthening those heels toward the mat. And once again, heels lift. And then lengthening the heels toward the mat. The next time you lift your heels, peel forward and come all the way back into that plank position. Shoulders line over the wrist. Come on to tippy toes, lower the knees down here. So you can hug your elbows in as you lower onto your belly. And then hugging the elbows in, peel your chest away. Just take a baby cobra, pressing back onto all fours, realign just a bit. And we'll take the left leg straight back. So bring that leg in line with the hip, but try not to elevate the hip. Take a breath. Exhale, curl the tail under, nose to your knee. Re-extend. Exhale, nose to your knee. And re-extend. Move through that 2 more times. Moving with the breath. And then the next time you re-extend through that leg, go ahead and release the foot down to the floor. We'll stack your shoulder over the wrist. Taking that left arm up this time, make a fist of that hand, take a little circle. Really actively engage that back leg, circling the other way. And then taking this arm alongside the ear, find that full extension from your fingertips to your toes. Taking the hand down, go ahead and shift forward just a bit. Lengthening through that leg, lift the leg away from the floor, and then elbows drawing in, shin to your mat, pressing. Elbows grazing those side ribs, shin to your mat, one more like that. So this is like diving swan or something. Tuck the toes, something graceful like that. Take your right leg back to meet your left. Really fire up the belly here, reach back for your heels, fire up the legs. Pressing down through the hands, draw your thighs back. Lifting up to downward dog, pedal in place once again. Still just kind of warming up, getting things moving. And we'll reach the heels toward the mat and press actively into your hands. Just moving toward the thighs. Heels lift here. Try to keep the hips where they are. And then just reach the heels back down to the floor. So heels lift away from the mat. Take a peek and just kind of make sure you're even on both sides of the foot. Not rolling in or out. The next time you lift the heels, peel all the way into a high plank. And this time coming forward, just tippy toes, taking the knees down. Hug your elbows in and lower all the way onto your belly. Activate the legs here. Let that support a little lift of the chest, baby cobra. And then tucking the toes and taking the thighs up and back into down dog. We'll pedal one more time. And just allow that pedaling to become walking all the way up to the top of your mat. We'll take a generous bend in the knees here, and then allow the weight of the head to release. Relax your jaw, but nod your head, yes, shake it no, letting go. And take a hold of opposite elbows here and just hang down. Take a little sway side to side. And then coming to rest in the middle. Soften the knees here and roll it up to stand. One vertebrae stacking on top of another. Rising all the way up. Roll your shoulders back to the top. We'll grow tall and then lift all 10 toes away from your mat. Spread your toes and bring it back down to the floor. One more like that. So lift the toes and then fan them out and take them down one at a time. All the way to those big toes. And then from here, inhale, take the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hinging from your hips as you fold forward. We'll lengthen the belly here, heart draws forward. Take your right leg back and come into a lunge. See if you can actively engage that back thigh, light onto your fingertips. And then stepping that left foot back to meet your right. Making your way to downward dog. Lift your heels high, glide forward into a plank. And then from here, come on to tippy toes. Take the knees down. See if you can control your descent all the way onto your belly. Once you're here, untuck the toes. Heel the chest away, activate the legs, cobra. Tucking the toes under. Take the thighs up and back to down dog. Let's reach the right leg back, bending the knee here around the spine. And then re-extend, lengthen through the belly. Nose to your knee, pull your belly up and in. One more like that. This one's gonna come all the way forward between the hands and then coming back onto the fingertips here, lift through the chest. As you exhale, stepping that left foot to meet your right. Fold over the legs, ground your feet here, take the arms all the way up as you breathe in and breathing out. Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, hinge from your hips, folding forward. Lengthening the belly here, heart draws forward. This time we'll take the left leg back. And then coming up onto the fingertips here, lift your belly away from that front thigh. And as you exhale, stepping that right foot back to meet your left down dog. Glide forward into a plank. You can lower the knees, or this time, lower your plank to the floor. Activate the legs, peel the chest away. We'll take a larger cobra, and then tucking the toes, press into the hands, take your thighs up and back to down dog. Raising the left leg this time, bend the knee and round. Re-extend. Nose to your knee, see if you can pull the belly up and in as you round through the spine. One more. This one's going to come forward between your hands, and we'll come back to fingertips. And then from here, stepping that right foot to meet your left, fold over your legs. Ground your feet, take the arms all the way up. And releasing the arms down. Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, hinge. Lengthen the belly, your heart draws forward. See if you can keep the fingertips lifted away from your mat and take the right leg back. Coming into a lunge. Check to make sure this knee aligns over the ankle here. Activate the back thigh. And then lift through the belly, stepping your left foot back to meet your right, downward dog. Glide into a plank. Lowering the knees or come forward to tippy toes, lower halfway. Rising into cobra, upward dog. Making your way back, downward facing dog. Raising the right leg this time, bend the knee and around. Re-extend. Nose to your knee. One more like that. And step your foot all the way forward between the hands, coming on fingertips here. Rise to a high lunge. And then relax your jaw here, soften your face. Start to settle into the hips. Take another breath in. Exhale, find this reach and extension up to the arms. We'll take an inhale here. Exhale, open up to the right. From here, taking that left hand all the way down. Reach the right arm alongside the ear here. And then releasing the hands on either side of this front foot, lifting through your chest. Using blocks as needed, we'll lengthen over that leg. So rebend, heart draws forward. Exhale to lengthen all the way through that leg. 2 more, moving on the breath. On this last one, rebend. And then we'll lengthen all the way through this front leg, maybe hopping the back foot in just a bit and grounding your back heel. And then soften your face. Softening into this. Take another breath here. Exhale it out for 1 more deep inhale. Rebend the front knee. Draw your heart forward. And then step the left foot to meet your right. Fold over the legs. Ground your feet here. Take the arms all the way up as you breathe in. Breathing out. Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep. Hinging from the hips. Fold. Long spine. See if you can keep the fingertips lifted away from the floor. This time taking that left foot back. Nice and easy. From here, really draw the back thigh toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, stepping that right foot back to meet your left. Downward dog. Glide forward into a plank. You can lower the knees, lower to your mat, or lower halfway. Chaturanga. Rise to cobra or upward facing dog. And making your way back. Downward dog. Let's raise the left leg this time. Bending the knee and around. Re-extend. Nose to your knee. 1 more like that. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Putting on fingertips here. And then just rise to a high lunge. Relax your jaw, soften the face. Start to settle into the hips. Reach and extend through the arms. Take a breath in. We'll open out to the left this time. This time taking that right hand to the floor, to the inside of the left foot. Reaching that left arm alongside your ear. And then we'll release the hands down on either side of this front foot. Lift your chest. Exhale, lengthen over your front leg. As you rebend, the heart will draw forward. Exhale, lengthen all the way through that leg. 2 more. And then this time, maybe hopping the back foot in just a bit, ground the heel. Soften the face, fold over your front leg. Deep breaths in and out. Take another breath here. Exhale your breath fully. Rebending the front knee. Heart draws forward. Fingertips or hands to the heart. Or weight into the left foot, or right foot comes to meet it. Fold over, ground your feet here. Keep the arms all the way up as you breathe in. Breathing out. Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, hinge, fold forward. Long spine here. We'll plant the hands and then step into a plank. Lowering the knees, lower the plank to the floor, or come toward your tippy toes, lower halfway here, chaturanga. Pressing into the floor, draw the thighs and kneecaps away from the mat. Come to down dog. Deep breaths in and out. Right here in downward dog, actively pressing the floor away with the hands, just moving toward the thighs. Take another breath in. The bottom of this exhale, bend the knees, look forward to your hands. You can step for maybe top of the mat. Lengthening the bend. And then fold forward, ground the feet here. Take the arms all the way up as you breathe in. Breathing out. Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Take a long spine here, and then planting the hands, you're welcome to step or jump, chaturanga. Rising into cobra up dog, making your way back. Coming into downward facing dog. Spreading through the fingers, make contact down into the floor. The index fingers, the thumbs. And then if you need to, you can lift the heels here, bend your knees, moving the chest back toward the thighs. Staying with this or lengthening those heels toward the mat. 1 more breath. From here, breath in, bottom of the exhale, bend your knees, look forward to your hands. Stepping or hopping, head of the mat. Lengthen the belly here. This time we'll fold forward, bend the knees. Sink the hips, reach the arms up alongside the ears with Utkatasana. Take a breath. Exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Long spine, and then planting the hands. You're welcome to step or jump, chaturanga. Press the floor right here, upward facing. Making your way back to down dog. Raising the right leg, taking it forward between the hands. Take your back heel to the mat, flip the arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. Opening up here to Virabhadrasana 2. Settle in a bit. And then on an inhale, take the back hand all the way down. Frame your front foot. chaturanga. Press the floor away, upward dog. Making your way back to down dog. Left leg this time. Taking it forward between the hands. Round the back heel. Float the arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. Open up to 2. Start to settle in. Bending into that front knee. And then inhale this back hand all the way down. Exhale. Chaturanga. Find that lift through the belly. Press the floor away, up dog. Roll back through your toes, downward dog. Deep breath in and out. Take another breath in here. Exhale the breath. And then we'll take a deep inhale at the bottom of the exhale. Bend your knees, look forward to your hands. You can step or maybe hop top of the mat. Lengthen the belly here. Folding forward, we'll bend the knees, sink the hips. Take the arms up alongside the ears, breath in. Exhale, fold all the way down over straight legs. Lengthen the belly, plant the hands. Stepping or jumping back. Chaturanga. Press the floor away, up dog. Exhaling into downward dog. Raising the right leg. Taking it forward between the hands. Spin the back heel to the mat. Float the arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. Open up to 2. Bending into that front knee. From here, we'll flip the front palm. Take a reverse warrior. And then inhale the back hand all the way down. Exhale, lift through the belly, chaturanga. Press the floor away, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready, raising the left leg this time. Taking it forward between the hands. Spin the back heel to the mat. Float the arms up, Virabhadrasana 1. Open up to 2, start to sink. From here, reverse warrior. Inhale the back hand all the way to the floor. Find that lift through the belly, chaturanga. Press the floor away, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Deep breaths. Take another breath here. Bottom of the exhale, bend the knees, look forward to the hands. Stepping or hopping, top of the mat. Lengthen the belly, fold forward, bend the knees, sink the hips, come back in a chair. Reach the way back toward the heels here, looking down, toes peering out, breath in. Exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Long spine, and then planting hands. You can step or you can jump back. Chaturanga. Press the floor away, up dog. Exhale to downward dog. Raising the right leg, bend the knee and around. Re-extend. Nose to your knee. One more like that. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Back heel spin to the mat. Sweep the arms back here. We'll find airplane arms. Roll your chest and shoulders open here. Find that lift through the belly. Energize the back leg. On your next breath in, interlace the fingers. Slide your fists down your back thigh. Roll your chest and shoulders open. Take a breath here. Release the hands. Take the arms up. High lunge. Take your back heel down. Opening up to warrior 2. Readjust the stance a bit. Start to sink into that front knee. Extending out through the arms from fingertip to fingertip. Settling in. Let's reverse the warrior. And then moving on the breath, inhale, reaching into side angle. Exhale, come back to reverse. Inhale, reach to side angle. Once again, reverse. We'll come back to side angle, this time and hold. Find that full extension from your fingertips all the way through that back heel, the chest turning up, staying here, or lifting that elbow away from the front thigh, or maybe lengthening that arm for the opposite wall. Rounding down to lift up on your next inhale, rise. Come back to warrior 2. Take the back hand all the way down. Bring up that right leg, downward dog split. Inhale, traveling forward into a plank. Your choice, one-legged chaturanga or 2. Meeting up with the other foot and up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg. Bending it around. Re-extend. Draw your nose toward your knee here. Pull the belly up and in. One more. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Keeping this back heel spun up, sweep the arms down. Find your airplane arms. Roll your chest and shoulders open. Find that lift through the belly. Energize the back leg. On the next breath in, opposite interlace the fingers. Start to roll your chest and shoulders open. Nice, take a breath here. And then take an inhale, release the hands, high lunge. We'll take the back heel, spin it down. Open up to warrior two. Start to sink into that front knee. Reverse the warrior. And then moving on the breath, inhale, side angle. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, reach, side angle. Exhale, reverse. On this next one, we'll hold. Find that reach from your heel all the way through to the fingertips. Keep the chest turning up, turn the gaze up here. Stay here, lift the elbow away from the thigh. Maybe you're reaching it toward that opposite wall. Take another breath, and then press down through both feet, rise back up, warrior two. Take the back hand all the way down. Sweep the left leg, downward dog split, staying with one-legged chaturanga or two, your choice. Meeting up with the other foot in up dog. Exhale, back down dog. Deep breath. From here, bend the knees, look forward to the hands. Step or maybe hop head of the mat. Lengthen the back. And then folding forward, bend the knees here, sink the hips, reach the arms up alongside the ears, come back to chair. Taking the palms together over the heart. Start by aiming your chest forward. We'll take a twist to the right. Inhale, come back to Utkatasana. Taking a twist over to your left. Stay low, inhale, chair. Exhale, twist, check out the knees. Make sure one's not coming forward to the other here. The next time you inhale, as you exhale, setting up for your twist and hold. Looking at elbow to the outside of the knee. And then pressing that right palm into the left. Start to look down toward your front big toe, pour all the way into that right foot. Left heel leaves the mat, and then bring that left foot to your left sitting bone. Nice and softly step it back behind you. Draw the back leg up toward the ceiling. Press the right palm into the left. Open the arms out, open the chest. Taking your back heel down, open out, warrior two. Readjust your stance a bit. Start to sink. Settle into the hips a little, and then reach the outer edge of that back foot all the way down to the floor. Sink a little lower. Can you stay with that discomfort? Relax the jaw. We'll come back to reverse. And then from here, come to warrior two. Shifting that gaze forward of your front big toe, you can grab a block. Work all the way into that right foot. Left toes leave your mat. Energize the back leg here. Turn the chest up. Staying with this or bend your knee. Bend your hip open. Taking your foot into your hand, roll your chest and shoulders open. One more breath. We'll re-extend. Rebend the front knee. Nice soft landing back to warrior two. This time reversing the warrior. Internally rotate the shoulder here. Sweep it up the back. And then lengthen all the way through that front leg. Drawing that right hip under. Take the hand to the shin. And when you're ready from here, open that left arm out. Triangle pose. And then can you find a little lift away from that low waist? Maybe releasing that hand to the inside of the thigh and the calf. Press down for both feet to rise. Rebend your front knee, sweeping the back hand down. Sweep the right leg back. Downward dog split, bend the knee, fan the hip. Shifting forward here, nose to your knee. Re-extend. We're going to cross the body, tap. We'll extend that leg, flex the foot. Reach the left arm open across the chest, falling star. And then taking the hand back down, sweep the right leg back and around. And this time, tapping the knee to that left or right elbow, release the foot to the floor. Staying on palms here, you're welcome to lower. Coming onto forearms, maybe sliding a block knee here. Settle in a bit, relax your jaw. What can you do to soften your face? What can you do to soften into this a bit? Take another breath here. You're welcome to stay on the block or releasing down onto forearms. Peeling that right elbow away. Start to turn your chest to the right. And release back down. And right elbow peels. Turn the chest up over that right shoulder. One more like that. From here, releasing the hand. Go ahead and rock it around the outside of this right knee. Stay here, bending the back knee, and then maybe, just maybe, reaching back to grab hold of the foot. Slide the hand to the outside of the foot here, and then from there, roll your chest and shoulder open. One more breath, and we'll unwind here. Take the hands to the inside of that foot, and then drop the right shoulder, thread the hand to the outside of that right foot. Tuck the back toes under. Stay here, or start to toe heel the foot out to the right. Core down to tippy toes, then the elbows come to chatter on the arms, and then maybe the left toes leave your mat. From here, we'll go ahead and tuck the toes under, lift through the belly, pour all the weight into that right foot. Let's actually straighten through the legs, and then just rebound. So you can take a block and bring it to that inside of the right foot as needed. Just go through this a couple more times, lengthening and bending. Nice, on this last one, we'll lengthen and hold. Allow the weight of the head to release, relax your jaw a bit. Another breath here. And then rebending this front knee. Go ahead and pour all the weight into that right foot. We'll step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Start to sink the hips here. Let the tailbone drop down. As the tailbone drops down, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Pressing the palms, inhale, rise. Exhale and sink. Tap the elbows to the knees. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. 2 more just like that. On this last one, we'll sink and hold. And from here, reaching the arms. And then breathing into this, lifting just an inch, press into the feet, and lower just an inch. Stay in that range. Lifting an inch, lowering an inch. 2 more. One more breath here. And as you exhale, settle all the way back down into Malasana. Take a breath in. We'll release the hands to the floor. Toe your feet in a bit. And then grab a hold of opposite elbows, or from here you can take a yogi toe. Lengthening through the belly. As you exhale, elbows bend to the sides. Let the head be heavy. Giving into gravity here. Soften the knees. In fact, even if you have that availability of the hamstrings, start with the knees soft, and then starting to lengthen through your legs. Reaching the crown of the head toward the floor. One more breath. Release the toes, toe heel the feet, and bend the knees. Sink the hips, keep the arms up alongside your chair. Join the palms. Chest comes forward, twist to your left. Inhale back to chair. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist. Staying low here, inhale back to chair. Exhale as you twist, one more. And we're gonna come into this twist. And this time, snuggle yourself down, bring that elbow all the way to the outside of the knee. And then from here, start to shift your gaze down toward that left big toe. Or all the way into the left foot. Bring your right foot to that sitting bone. Softly step back. And then pressing the left palm into the right, turn the chest up. Energize the back thigh, maybe the arms extend from here. And then sweeping that right arm up and around. Warrior 2. Settle in. Sinking into the hips here, relax your jaw. Let's reverse the warrior. back to warrior two, shifting your knees down through that front big toe. Or all the way into the left foot this time. Reaching the right toes away from your mat. Actively engage that back thigh. Reach through the back heel, turn your chest up. And then from here, you're welcome to bend the knee. And then grab the hold of the foot, roll the chest and shoulder open. Kind of like dancers on its side. We'll soften the knee of the standing leg. Nice soft landing back to warrior two. Come back to a reverse warrior here. And then internally rotate the shoulder. Sweep it up the back and lengthen all the way through that leg. And then from here, lengthening through that left sideways, take the hand to the shin. As you're ready, turn the chest up. Extend through that right arm. Open the chest. Lift the gaze. Triangle pose. And then instead of sinking down, find that lift away. Energize the legs, press down through both feet, rise. And back to warrior two. Take the back hand all the way to the floor. Free up that left leg. Bend the knee fan the hip. From here, shifting forward, nose to your knee. Reach down, we'll bring it across the body. And tap the right elbow, extend through the leg, flex the foot here. Stay here, open out to the right arm. Open across the chest, falling star. And then taking the hand down, sweep the left leg back and around. And this time we'll aim the knee toward the left elbow. Go ahead and gently step the foot to the outside of the left hand. And then settling in. You're welcome to stay on palms here. You can lower to forearms. If you're kind of in between, try taking a block underneath. Take a couple more breaths here. And then you're welcome to stay on the block, or maybe the forearms are able to lower down to the mat. Peel this left elbow away. Start to turn the chest up over that left shoulder. And release. And again, peeling the left elbow away. One more like that. This time, wrapping that left arm around the outside of the left knee. Staying with this or bending that right knee. Option to reach back, maybe grabbing a hold of that top of the foot with that left hand. You might need to come onto the palm here or staying on the forearm. And then roll the chest and shoulder open. Take another breath. And we'll unwind. Take the hands to the inside of this foot. And then from here, tuck the back toes under. Find a little lift in the belly. And then you can thread the hand to the outside of that left foot. And then start to shift forward here. Coming onto the ball of the foot, bend the elbows. Come to chaturanga the arms. And then lift through that right foot. When you're ready, come on down. Hands to the inside of that foot. Back toes, back knees lifted away. We'll lengthen through this leg. And then rebend and lengthen. So if you need to, bring your hands down to blocks on the inside of that left foot. Move through a couple more. Nice. On this last one, lengthen and hold. Relax the weight of the head. Relax your jaw a bit. And rebound that knee, find that lift through the belly. From here, pouring the weight into the left foot. Go ahead and bring your right foot to the inner thigh. Go ahead and sink the hips. Coming into Malasana here. Tailbone is heavy, crown of the head reaches toward the ceiling, press into both feet, inhale, rise. Exhale, seat. Inhale, rise. Exhale and seat. Two more like that. Moving on your breath. On this last one, sink. Bring your hips in line with the knees and then just reach through the arms. Like you're reaching across for someone. Lift a little, lower a little. Lift just an inch, lower. Lift, lower. One more like that. Hold this last one. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And sink. Take a breath or two here. And then take the hands to the floor. Toe the feet in a bit. Opposite elbows, yogi toe, or this time, lift the feet, slide your hands all the way up underneath. And then grounding down through the mounds of big toes. Allow the head to be heavy. Softening into this, breathe. Letting go. Let's take another breath in. We'll release the toes. This time soften the knees and we'll roll it up bone by bone, nice and easy. Nice, roll your shoulders back here, grow tall. Take a moment to feel the feet in together, standing in Tadasana, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Start to spread through the right toes, pour all the weight into that right leg. And from here, as you're ready, shifting the weight all the way onto that right foot, we'll reach the right arm up. Take this left arm like you're serving a platter. So palm faces up, open through the chest here, and then bend the back knee. Grab a hold of the top of the foot, draw your knee in toward the midline, and then from there, you can start to kick the foot into the hand. The torso comes forward too fast. You're gonna lose your balance, so take your time. Actively kicking the foot into the hand, and then from here, slowly make your way back up. Release the foot, windmill the arms. This time bringing that left arm up. So reaching this right arm like you're serving a platter, palm faces up. Then the right knee, reach back, grab a hold of the tops of the feet. Take the knees together and then think of straight down the midline of the body as you can. Only as that leg goes up does the torso start to come forward in response. And then slowly keep actively kicking that foot into the hand. Unwind. We'll reach the right arm back up. This time, serving that platter. Palm faces up, bring the weight into the right foot, left toes leave here. Draw the knees in together and then start to kick. Don't forget to breathe. And then to come back up, keep kicking the foot into the hand slowly. Releasing as you rise. Take the left arm up this time. Spread through the left toes, right arm opens. Grabbing a hold of the right foot. Draw the knees in toward the midline and then actively kicking the foot into the hand. Take your time here. And then to come back up, keep that kick and just unwind. And we'll take both arms down. Take a moment to breathe into Tadasana. And then bending into both knees here, come back to Utkatasana. And exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Lengthening the belly here, planting your hands. You can step or you can jump. Going through your vinyasa. And meeting up in downward dog. Taking the right leg back, bend the knee and around. Re-extend. Bring it across the body, tap the left elbow this time. And this time, reaching for that right elbow, we'll take the foot to the inner armpit, that left armpit, and then lower down using your belly. You're welcome to take some padding here. And maybe bring it up underneath that hip. You can also maybe pad the front of the left thigh. And then coming onto fingertips, lift your chest. Take a peek behind that shoulder. Make sure that leg is directly in line with your hip. And then rolling forward and rounding up. And lengthen the belly, reaching forward. And rising up. One more like that. On this one, we'll lower all the way down. Either coming onto the forearms here, releasing the forehead to the block or maybe to the mat. And coming into pigeon. Always have the option here to take a reclining version of this pose on the mat. Right ankle to the left. And then what can you do to soften? What can you do to release? What can you do to let go? Slowly start to make your way back up here. And you can come into what we would call an upright pigeon. So start to slide your hands back along your mat and just find this lift of the chest. And then you're welcome to reduce the angle of this front knee, maybe drawing the foot in toward the groins a bit more. Or just stay right here, or maybe bending this back knee. And then staying here, or reaching back with the left hand, maybe grabbing a hold of the foot, or sliding the foot into the crook of your elbow. And then staying here, or you can release this right arm. And then maybe the fingertips touch, maybe not. Work on rolling that left hip forward. And then finding this lift to the chest. One more breath in, king pigeon will release. And from here, just go ahead and unwind, rolling onto that hip. Maybe padding away from the hip here. And then readjust the right foot to the inner groin, sitting up top. Take a twist to your right. Stay in the twist, but the right arm will come alongside the other side, bend to your left. And then you can keep the left hand here or reach it down the inner thigh, reaching for that ankle. And then directing your breath into that full right side, maybe staying here or reaching down for yogi toe. When you're ready, rise on your next breath in. Bring the hands to the outside of the hip and we'll roll onto that knee. Peel the hips away and find that length, fingertips to toes. One more breath. Taking that left hand down, tuck your back toes under, lift through your belly here. And just free up that right leg. You're welcome to bend the knee, fan the hip. Maybe circling the ankle if you like. Keep fanning the hip. Release the foot to the floor. Lift the hip points high. Flipping your dog. And then we'll unflip here. And when you're ready, taking that left leg back. Bend the knee and around. Re-extend. Bring it toward that right elbow this time. And then over to the left once again. This time drawing that foot toward the opposite armpit. Find that lift of the belly, rounding the spine lower down. And then if you like, adjusting your padding here to come underneath this left hip. And maybe patting the front of that right thigh. Take a peek, make sure that leg is behind the right hip. And the fingertips here, lift your chest. And then rolling forward. And rounding up. And rolling forward. And rounding up. One more. We'll lower down. Settling in here. Releasing, letting go. Take another breath. Nice and easy. Starting to walk the hands back in. Take your time. Readjust this foot to the inner groins a bit more. Reducing the angle of that front knee. And then you can slide your hands back along your mat and maybe just finding this lift to the chest today. Or from here, bending that back knee, reaching back with that right hand, maybe grabbing a hold of the top of the foot. From here, sliding the foot into the crook of the elbow. Stay here, or maybe releasing that left hand. And then this time, rolling that right hip point forward, lift the chest. One more breath. And we'll release. Go ahead and take any padding away from that hip. Keep rolling into those right toes. Bring up toward the ceiling. Draw that extra flesh away from the sitting bones. Take a twist to your left. Sitting up top, find that length up through the crown of the head. This time, left arm comes alongside the other side, then to your right. Keep the chest turning up, and then you're welcome to take that right hand down the inner thigh. And then breathe into that whole left side, maybe reaching down for yogi toe. On your next breath in, rise. Keep the hands to the outside of the hip. feel the hip sway, right arm alongside here. Breathe into that full right side, taking the hand down to the floor. Tuck your toes under, lift through the belly. Free up that left leg. You can circle the ankle, stay with this, or keep opening up through the hip, release the ball of foot to the floor. Lift the hip points, reach. Flipping your dog. And if you flip it back. From here, we'll inhale, travel forward into a plank. Lowering through chaturanga. Rising into upward dog. And exhale back. Making your way to downward dog. This time, come forward to plank. We're going to drop this right knee underneath the hip. And then stacking the shoulder over the wrist here, rolling out. Stay here or take that right foot back. And then one foot can be forward to the other or stacking. Lift the arm alongside the ear. One more breath. Taking that hand down. Shift the weight onto the left. This time you can bring that left knee down. Or stacking the hips or reaching that right arm alongside the ear. And back to a plank. Vinyasa or not. And back to downward dog. Take a little breather here. And come back to that plank position. This time, left palm underneath the nose. You're welcome to drop this left knee underneath the hip. And then roll out. Stay here, extend for that left leg. And then from here, that right foot can come to tree. Or maybe, just maybe, grabbing a yogi toe. Take a breath, Vajrasana. Taking the foot down, roll out to the other side. So dropping that right knee. Stacking the shoulder. Lift the foot if you like. Or maybe grabbing a hold of a yogi toe lock. And then stay here. Come to downward dog or make your way through vinyasa. And we'll meet back up. Down dog. And this time bending the knees, look forward the hands, stepping or hopping, feet to the outsides of the hands. And sink into your yogi squat. Settle in. And take a little side to side motion here, starting to open up through your hips. And then you're welcome to stay here. Maybe just taking a block underneath the seat or start to spread through the fingers. Drop your shoulders to the insides of the knees. Find that lift to the belly. Shifting forward, maybe one foot lifts off today, maybe both. If you're up there, bring the big toes together. Squeeze the inner thighs in and draw the elbows toward one another. Bakasana. Lowering down to Malasana. Take another breath. And come into a second set. Fingers are spread. Make that contact down into the floor. Drop the shoulders to the insides of the knees. Walk the feet in. Lifting one foot off today, maybe go. Breathe. Maybe bring the big toes together. Bakasana. Take another breath here. Release back to Malasana. And then from here, we'll let the tailbone get heavy and rock back onto your back. Nice, coming into a happy baby. You can grab a hold of the ankles. Make sure you ground the sacrum here. And then if it's available to you, you can grab the insides, the arches of the feet. And then just rocking side to side if you like, lengthening one leg. And then the other. Nice, from here, go ahead and lengthen one leg. Lengthen the other leg, reach. We'll grab a hold of the big toes. Bring the inner thighs together, bend the knees, rock back a little, and then rock along the spine, if you want it. And from here, either bring the legs parallel or lengthen through the legs. Release the toes. Reaching into Navasana, extend the spine, broaden across your collarbones, lower back to Ardha Navasana. Squeeze the inner thighs, rise up. Navasana, Ardha Navasana, Navasana, Ardha Navasana. One more. And from here, we'll rise up, cross the ankles, lean forward, take the hands to the floor, and then you can step or maybe jump back. And go through it now. From here, we'll lower the knees. And if you like, maybe taking a block between your inner thighs. A little bit of hugging in of the inner thighs. Tuck the toes under here. So you're about hip width apart. Keep the hip points pressing forward. Take the hands onto the lower back. Fingertips pointing down, or if it's comfortable for you, bring your fingertips to point up. Coming onto the sacrum here, press the hip points forward. Find this lift of the chest. From that lift of the chest, start to come into this back bend. And you're welcome to stay right here. Or from here, reaching that right arm, sweep it back behind you. Take the left arm up, sweep it back behind you, reach for your heels. Keep the hip points pressing forward, stay here, or drop the head back. Try not to let those heels come out to the sides, a little drawing in. Toward the midline, squeeze your block, take a breath. Slowly rise, releasing the block. And we'll come to downward puppy. Hips over the knees, rest the forehead. Coming on to the fingertips here, you can take a little sway side to side. Nice, from here, rising back onto all fours. We'll sink down toward the heels. Go ahead and take the hands to the toes. Start to round through your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Resting the crown of the head on the mat. And then you can grab a hold of the heels from here and start to lift the hips up, but keep most of the weight out of the head and neck here. Just feel a nice stretch in the low back, round and close. So very little weight actually coming onto the head and neck. So getting this active stretch in the low back. One more breath. And we'll sink back into a child's pose here. Breathing into this. And then go ahead and extend the arms out long in front of you. And walk this out to the right, pressing into the hands, reach the hips over the ball. And we'll come back to the middle and reach. Pressing those hips over the right. From here, go ahead and rise up and tuck the toes under if you like, or keep the knees lowered and lower all the way down. From here, reaching out through the arms, rest the forehead on the mat, and just peel the chest away. Shoulders rolling back, peel up a little higher from here, slowly lower. Rest the forehead, and take the gaze over that right shoulder, shimmy the hips side to side. And we'll bring the chin back to the top of the mat when you're ready. Rising up, Shalabhasana. Lifting up a little bit higher here. Chest and shoulders roll open. And lowering. Looking over that left shoulder this time. Gently press the ear into the mat. Arms release at the sides. So you should be the hips. And we'll come into one more. When you're ready, coming up into Shalabhasana, staying here, bend the knees one at a time, rising up into Dhanurasana. Kind of like a double dancer's pose. Find that lift of the chest, kick the feet into the hands, and then start to kick more into that right or left hand. You can roll over onto the side, this is optional. Maybe the toes tap. And then rolling back to the middle. Kick into the hands, lift the chest. And start to kick into that right hand a little bit more, roll over on your side. Find this openness of the shoulders. Maybe the toes tap. Release back to the middle, lift up. And lower all the way down. And let it go. Shimmy the hips side to side, let the heels fall apart. Big toes come together. We'll slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Press up here, fold it back to your heels. Just allow your chest to melt between your thighs. And then rising up, swinging the legs around here. Let's bend the knees in. And then keeping a block handy, bring your hands back behind the thighs and pull it up and down. Lengthen the legs one at a time up toward the ceiling. Flex your feet here like you're making footprints on the ceiling. Press down through the palms. Reach through that right heel and slowly lower it to a hover. And then slowly rise back up. Key is slow. Keep the foot flexed. Reach through the heel. Slow lower. And slow lift. And once again to the right. Rounding down to the palms. Shoulders away from your ears. Make sure you're not using your momentum. Back to the left. And then from here, you're welcome to stay with lowering right then left, or bring the inner thighs together, lower both together at the same time. Maybe the legs don't go as low, that's okay. Slowly rise. Slowly lower. And slowly rise. Two more, either right then left, or both legs together. Moving with your breath, nice and slow. Last one. We'll rise up on this one. Bend the knees. Keep the knees directly over top of the hips. Arms to the sides like a T. Come over to the right and do a hover. Slowly center. Over to the left to a hover. And you're welcome to stay with the knees bent or lengthen the legs here. Flex the feet. Keep the inner thighs glued together. Come back to the right. Slowly center using that opposite oblique to lift you back over to the left. And back to the center. This next time you come to the right, go ahead and lower the knees. Scoot your hips a bit to the left here. And bring a block underneath or lower all the way down, taking that hand to the outside of that left knee. Breathing into this twist. Knees come in toward the ribs a bit. Hips are stacked. And then releasing, we'll come over to the left. Go ahead and scoot your hips a little to the right this time. Let the weight of that right shoulder blade release into the floor. Take another breath in. One more deep inhale. And then releasing back to the middle, just peeling the hips away from the floor and rising into bridge. If you like, rock the shoulder blades up underneath. Interlace the fingers here. Take a breath in. Exhale, lowering down bone by bone, nice and slow. Second set of bridge, we're coming into full wheel. And then chin your chest, lowering down. Last time through, if you like, taking a block underneath the hips here, supported bridge. Staying right here, lengthen the legs one at a time toward the ceiling. Releasing those arms at your sides. Staying with us a good 4 to 5 breaths. Another deep inhale here. Exhale fully. And then taking a breath in, take that entire out breath to lower the feet all the way to the floor. Lift the hips up here. Slide the block out. And just walk your feet out to the edge of the mat. Take the arms up overhead and start to neutralize. Dropping those knees to the right to the left. You've gone for a couple of cycles. Taking the knees to the left, look over that right shoulder, breathe into that whole right side. Bring it back to the center, up and over to the right. Breathing into that whole left side. When you're ready, coming back to the center, lengthening one leg long. The other leg long into your mat, releasing your arms to your sides. Bring the arms a little bit away from the body, the palms will come to face up. You're welcome to take your blanket if you have one. Bring it for some support underneath the knees if you have any issues with the low back. And then coming into Shavasana, our final resting pose here. Taking a deep breath in, we'll send it all the way to the toes. And then working your way up, releasing any tension you're holding on to your feet, your ankles, your calves, your thighs, your hips, your back and your belly, your chest. Those arms at your sides, traveling your way up to your shoulders, your neck and your head. Starting to deepen your breath. wiggling fingers, the toes. And starting to bring some movement back to the body. When you're ready, taking those arms long up overhead and just taking a final stretch from your fingers all the way down to your toes. And then bending the knees in one at a time and just making your way onto your right side for pause. Taking a moment here. And soaking in all the effects of your practice. And then as you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, go ahead and press your way up to your seat. Allowing your eyes, your head, to be the last to come up. And we'll come back to where we started. Having an easy seat and returning the hands back together over the heart. And from here, closing class with the sound of one Om. Bring the thumbs toward center and folding forward. Namaste. Thanks so much, guys. That was fun.
Thank you.
Hope you had fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Meredith.
Thanks,
I
Meredith.
look forward to coming back in person.
Good.
Yay. Yeah,
Thanks,
remember to
Meredith.
sign up now for next week or the week after, and hopefully we'll see you guys really soon. Yay.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks. Have a good one.